Welcome to today's video where we'll be discussing a common dilemma faced by Scrum Masters. In this scenario, Stephen is a Scrum Master responsible for 3 Scrum teams building the same product and working from the same product backlog. Management wants to standardize how velocity is calculated across all 3 teams to identify high-performing teams and allocate support accordingly. Now, as a Scrum Master, Stephen understands the importance of delivering value to the business. So, let's explore the different options Stephen could provide to management regarding standardizing velocity. Option A. There is no direct relationship between velocity and value. This is a valid response because velocity alone cannot measure the value of the product being delivered. Velocity is simply a measure of the amount of work completed by a team in a sprint. It doesn't take into account the quality of work or the business value that is being delivered. Therefore, standardizing velocity across teams may not accurately reflect the overall performance of the teams. Option B. Standardizing velocity across teams is a good way to understand which teams are producing the most value. This option is not recommended because it assumes that the teams are producing the same value. In reality, each team may have different priorities, skill sets, and dependencies, which may affect their velocity. So, standardizing velocity could lead to inaccurate conclusions about which team is producing the most value. Option C. Providing incentives based on velocity can increase the Scrum team's motivation to produce more value. This option is not recommended because it can lead to unintended consequences. If the team is incentivized solely on velocity, they may rush through their work and sacrifice quality, which could ultimately lead to a decrease in the overall value being delivered. Option D. Velocity is the amount of business functionality that a Scrum team creates in a sprint. It is unique to that team and used as an input to sprint planning. This is the best option to provide to management. Velocity is unique to each team and reflects their capacity to deliver work. By standardizing velocity across teams, it may not reflect the unique constraints and capabilities of each team. Instead, Scrum Masters should focus on measuring the business value delivered and working with teams to continuously improve their velocity over time. In conclusion, as a Scrum Master, it's important to focus on delivering value to the business and working with teams to continuously improve their performance. Standardizing velocity may not accurately reflect the overall performance of the teams and could lead to unintended consequences. Instead, focus on measuring business value and helping teams improve their velocity over time. Thank you for watching and happy Scrumming!